Kunnel dropped his bag and sat without greeting anyone. Ejiro watched him from the kitchen. "You're late again," she said. Kunnel did not answer. Mama Kunnel came out of her room, leaning on her walking stick. "So you've returned," she said. "Did you forget you have a wife?" Kunnel rubbed his face. "I'm tired." "Tired?" Mama Kunnel laughed dryly. "You are tired, but this house is tired of barrenness." Ejiro froze. "Mama," she said quietly. Mama Kunnel turned to her sharply. "Do not, mama to me. 3 years of marriage. No child. What are you doing with your womb?" Ejiro's voice shook. "We are praying. The doctor said." "Doctor?" Mama Kunnel interrupted. "Was it a doctor that gave birth to Kunnel?" Kunnel stood up suddenly. "Enough." His mother stared at him. "Enough? Or you are afraid to hear the truth?" Ejiro lowered her head. That night, Kunnel did not touch her. Weeks later, Kunnel came home with a woman. Ejiro was washing clothes when she saw them. The woman was young, holding a baby wrapped in blue cloth. Kunnel avoided Ejiro's eyes. Mama Kunnel smiled for the first time in years. "Come in," she said warmly. "You are welcome." Ejiro's hands trembled. "Kunnel," she whispered. "Who is she?" The woman shifted uncomfortably. Mama Kunnel answered instead. "This is Bola. And this," she took the baby from her arms, "is my grandson." Ejiro felt the ground leave her feet. "What?" she gasped. Kunnel spoke softly. "It just happened." Bola looked away. Mama Kunnel lifted the baby high. "Blood has finally spoken." Ejiro's knees hit the floor. "So, while I was praying, while I was fasting, you." Kunnel said nothing. Mama Kunnel looked down at Ejiro. "Stand up. Crying will not help you now." That night, Ejiro packed her bag. Kunnel stopped her. "Where are you going?" "I cannot stay here," she said. "Not like this." Mama Kunnel appeared at the doorway. "She is not going anywhere," she said. "This child will stay here. And you," she pointed at Ejiro, "will raise him." Ejiro laughed weakly. "Me? You are his wife," Mama Kunnel replied. "If you leave empty-handed." Kunnel whispered, "Please, stay." Ejiro looked at the baby sleeping peacefully. Her tears dropped on the floor. "I will stay," she said. "But my heart will not survive this." Days turned into weeks. Bola left. The baby stayed. Mama Kunnel controlled everything. "Feed him. Carry him. Why is he crying?" Ejiro obeyed. At night, she cried into her pillow. Kunnel pretended not to hear. Years passed. The child grew. Tund, Mama Kunnel would call proudly. Ejiro woke him every morning. "Eat your food," she said gently. Sometimes he looked at her and asked, "Where is my real mother?" Mama Kunnel would answer from the other room. "This is your mother." Tund would frown. "But I don't look like her." Ejiro smiled painfully. "Eat your food." One evening, Tund shouted. "You are not my mother." The words pierced her chest. Mama Kunnel nodded. "He is growing. Truth cannot hide forever." Ejiro locked herself in the room and screamed silently. Kunnel stood outside, helpless. Years passed. Tund was now 12. He walked into the kitchen, frowning. "Ejiro. Where's my food?" She set the plate in front of him. "It's here, Tund. Eat slowly." Tund pushed it away. "I don't want it. Why can't my real mother feed me?" Ejiro's hands trembled as she tried to stay calm. "I am the only mother you have now, Tund." Only mother, he scoffed. You aren't even my mother. Mama Cunnell appeared at the doorway. Don't you dare speak to her like that. I'm not lying. Tund shouted. She's not my mother. Ejiro knelt, her eyes wet. I am doing everything I can for you, Tund. Everything, he shouted, slamming the chair. Everything. You didn't even let me see her. You didn't let me meet Bola. Mama Cunnell smirked. Silence, boy. You live under my roof. Respect is not optional. Tund ran from the room. Ejiro's tears fell onto the floor, unnoticed by everyone. One night, Cunnell came to her quietly. Ejiro, he whispered. He's growing angry. I can't control him. You should have controlled him years ago, she said, voice shaking. I begged you to speak to your mother. I begged you to protect me. Cunnell sat beside her, silent. I am tired, Cunnell. Every day I wake up, I pray for strength, and every day, she didn't finish. Cunnell finally whispered, I am sorry. Sorry doesn't raise a child, she snapped. Sorry doesn't heal my broken heart. Months passed. Tund was now 16. He started speaking to outsiders about the woman raising him. I don't know why she pretends to be my mother, he told a friend. You mean your stepmother? His friend asked. I don't know, Tund said, frowning. All I know is that she isn't my mother. And my grandmother, she hates me too. Mama Cunnell overheard from the doorway. You will respect your elders, or you'll leave this house. I don't care. Tund yelled. I wish my real mother was here. Ejiro fell to her knees, covering her face. Why me? She whispered. Cunnell put a hand on her shoulder. I don't know anymore, Ejiro. I really don't know. At school, Tund began spreading rumors about Ejiro. She isn't my mother. She's wicked. She's trying to replace my real mother, he told his classmates. Weeks later, neighbors started whispering. Doesn't she own that boy? One woman asked. Someone should tell Mama Cunnell, another replied. Ejiro overheard them and sank into silence. She cooked, cleaned, and endured insults silently. One evening, Tund came home with a school report. I failed 3 subjects, he said bluntly. Ejiro tried to comfort him. It's okay, Tund. We will work harder together. Don't touch me, he yelled. I don't want you touching me. I don't even want you near me. Mama Cunnell clapped her hands. That's right. Speak the truth. She is not your mother. Ejiro's body shook as she carried the tray of food back into the kitchen. She sat on the floor and let the tears fall. Cunnell came behind her, silent. His eyes were full of guilt. You promised me you'd protect me, she whispered. I tried, he said softly. Try harder, she replied, almost inaudible. Months later, Tund brought home a girlfriend. I don't want her in my house, Ejiro said quietly. I'm grown, Tund said. She comes with me. Mama Cunnell smiled. Finally, someone sees the truth about her. Ejiro sank into her chair, exhausted. She whispered, I've raised this boy with my life. And this is how I'm repaid. At 18, Tund discovered a hidden letter from Bola in a drawer. Who is this? He demanded, holding the envelope. That's nothing for you, Mama Cunnell snapped. Ejiro reached for it. Tund, that letter, it explains everything. Everything, he shouted. You're lying. You've been lying all these years. I raised you as my own, Ejiro said softly. Because I loved you. Even when it hurt me. Even when I was humiliated every single day. Tund's hands shook. Why didn't anyone tell me? Mama Cunnell shouted. You'll never understand the sacrifices. Ejiro's voice broke. I lost my youth for this child. I lost my dreams. I lost my happiness. And now, you all want to destroy me? Tund held the letter in his shaking hands. This says Bola is my real mother, he shouted. All these years, she left me, and I was raised by you. Ejiro knelt in front of him, tears streaming down her face. Yes, Tund. I raised you because I loved you. Every day. Every moment. I endured insults, beatings, and shame, but I never stopped loving you. You let them lie to me, he yelled. You let them tell me you weren't my mother. I had no choice, she whispered. Your grandmother controlled everything. Your father, he tried, but he was weak. I had to protect you, and survive myself. Mama Cunnell's face went pale. How dare you speak to my grandson like that? You never protected me either, Tund snapped, turning on his grandmother. All these years, you made me hate the only woman who ever cared. Ejiro's body shook. Tund, calm down, please. I can't calm down, he yelled. I'm 18, and I've lived a lie my whole life. Cunnell finally stepped forward, voice trembling. Tund. I tried. I truly did. You tried. Tund's eyes blazed. You watched her suffer. You let her be humiliated. You let her raise me while everyone insulted her. Mama Cunnell fell to her knees. I didn't know it would go this far. Ejiro looked at her mother-in-law and spoke slowly. Do you hear that? Do you hear the pain you caused? I spent 20 years of my life for this boy, and now you understand nothing. Weeks later, Ejiro finally decided it was time for the truth to come out fully. She called Barrister Okeke. We need to make this official. Everything my husband left, everything I endured, it must be recognized. The lawyer nodded. I'll arrange it. This will shock the family. The day came. The extended family gathered. The lawyer opened the file. I'm glad you're beginning to see the truth now, she replied gently. The room remained tense, the weight of years of misunderstanding and resentment slowly lifting. Ejiro's strength and resilience shone through, bringing a sense of closure to the painful chapter. Mama Cunnell wiped her tears, trying to come to terms with the revelation. Barrister Okeke gathered the papers, signaling the end of the proceedings. Ejiro stood tall, victorious not just in legal terms but in reclaiming her dignity and respect. It was a new beginning, one that promised healing and hope for all involved. I know, Tund. I never gave up on you. Not once. Months later, Ejiro finally lived freely in the house. Tund apologized to neighbors. She raised me as her own. I was cruel, and I understand now. Mama Cunnell stayed away, broken and humiliated. Bola appeared once, silently observing. She finally whispered, "Thank you." Ejiro nodded. It was always about love. Always. The story ends with Ejiro standing in her courtyard, looking at the sunset. Her eyes were wet, but her face was calm. She had endured 20 years of pain. She had raised a child she did not give birth to. She had been insulted, humiliated, and forgotten. But now, she was finally acknowledged. And though her heart still carried scars, she walked forward, strong, dignified, and unbroken.